Disney responds to Scarlett Johansson's lawsuit. Kevin Feige white knights, and Emma Stone may follow suit. Pun intended. First, let's get into Disney's response. This is a tweet from Culture Crave. It says Disney fires back at Black Widow star Scarlett Johansson. And the statement says, there is no merit whatsoever to this filing. The lawsuit is especially sad and distressing in its callous disregard for the horrific and prolonged global effects of the COVID pandemic. The release of Black Widow on Disney Plus with Premier Access has significantly enhanced her ability to earn additional compensation on top of the $20 million she has received to date. So we didn't know that before, I don't think. They just came out and said she made $20 million on the film. So that's an interesting detail. But, they're pulling the Koof card. They're not saying she's lying. They're just trying to play victim, which is hilarious considering it's fucking Disney. I'm not sure how she would have significantly enhanced her ability to earn additional compensation from a Disney Plus release. I guess the point they're making is that those people that got it on Disney Plus wouldn't have went to the theater to see it. That's debatable, I guess. We don't know what would have happened. But can't prove that one way or the other. ScarJo's argument is that she's losing money because that those people would have gone to the theater, and that would have been more considering it's more cost effective for families to get it on Disney Plus. Those families would have spent more in the theater than they would have on Disney Plus. That's her argument. And Kevin Feige is reportedly furious at Disney over the Black Widow release. This is an article from comicbook.com. It says the Marvel Cinematic Universe seems to be getting major updates on an almost daily basis, including some tied to Black Widow, which finally debuted earlier this month after a series of COVID delays. The film was released both in theaters and through Disney Plus's Premier Access tier, something that has sparked its own conversation this week. Upon news that the franchise star Scarlett Johansson will be suing the company over the decision, the move, which alleges that Johansson's initial contract was breached once the film no longer received a theatrical wide release, has been buzzed about for a lot of different reasons, and a new report might indicate one side of it. A new What I'm Hearing newsletter from former Hollywood Reporter editor Matthew Baloney breaks down the Black Widow suit and claims that Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige is also unhappy about the film's hybrid release, something that was previously teased in reports earlier this year. Feige is a company man and not prone to corporate showdowns or shouting matches, but I'm told he's angry and embarrassed. Baloney's newsletter reads in part, he lobbied Disney against the day and date plan for Black Widow, preferring the big screen exclusivity and not wanting to upset his talent. And when the shit hit the fan, the movie started tanking and Johansson's team threatened litigation. He wanted Disney to make this right with her. Disney declined to comment on Kevin Feige. This comes after Disney released a statement on Thursday. That's the statement right there. That's the rest of the article. It seems like Kevin Feige's white knighting for ScarJo here. This is just a report, a rumor. This isn't out there like a fact. Kevin Feige being unhappy with the hybrid release is interesting. I guess I could understand that, because they have the Disney Plus shows to be exclusive on Disney Plus and the movies to be exclusive to the theaters. So it makes sense that he'd want that. But Emma Stone might want in on the action. She's reportedly considering suing Disney over the Cruella release. This is an article from Screen Rant by Robert Peter Paul. That's an interesting last name. He says, Emma Stone is reportedly considering suing Disney over the release of Cruella on Disney Plus. The villainous origin story premiered simultaneously in theaters and on Disney Plus on May 28th, utilizing the $29.99 Premier Access feature that previous pandemic pictures Mulan and Raya and the Last Dragon launched. While the Stone-led flick was considered a success amongst audiences and critics, I don't think it was. Women liked it because of the fashion. Other than that, I don't think it was considered a success. But anyway, they continue. Box office numbers weren't terribly impressive. Many speculated that Cruella's hybrid release cut into its overall numbers. Even if it did, it's still gonna flop. So obviously Emma Stone hasn't filed the suit yet, but if she has the same type of deal in her contract, then she'll win, but I don't think she has as much leeway here on this one, considering the film did much worse than Black Widow. So she'd probably get less of a payout. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you think. Do you think Emma Stone's gonna sue Disney? Do you think Disney's in the right here with this statement? And what do you think about Kevin Feige? Do you think he's on ScarJo's side or Disney? And like if you liked the video, subscribe if you want to see more, comment, share. I also have another channel called The Thoughtful Outlaw Sports, where I cover baseball, basketball, football, and other stuff related to sports that I'm interested in. So check that out, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.